Hey there. Ever said yes to a favor or expense and then regretted it when it hit your wallet? Today, we're diving into why setting boundaries with others can save you a ton of money. This isn't about being selfish, it's about protecting your financial future. Let's break it down and see how you can start saving today. The hidden costs of people pleasing. Let's kick things off with a hard truth. Saying yes too often can cost you big time. We've all been there. Your buddy wants you to split the bill for an overpriced group dinner, even though you just had a side salad. Or maybe a family member asks for just a small loan for the third time this year, promising they'll pay you back. But they never do. These moments pile up, and before you know it, your wallet's taking a hit because you didn't set a boundary. Why does this happen? For most of us, it's about wanting to keep the peace. We don't want to seem rude, stingy, or like we're letting people down. But here's the reality. Every time you say yes when you really want to say no, you're potentially sacrificing your own financial stability. A 2023 Lending Tree survey found that 65% of Americans have lent money to friends or family, and a whopping 38% never saw that money again. That's not pocket change, we're talking hundreds or even thousands of dollars lost because of a lack of boundaries. Let's break it down further. Imagine you're out with friends, and the bill comes. Everyone agrees to split it evenly, but you only ordered a $10 appetizer while others racked up $50 tabs with drinks and entrees. You don't speak up because you don't want to seem cheap, so you shell out $40 more than you should. Do that once a month for a year, and you've lost $480. Or think about those times you've agreed to chip in for a group gift, a weekend getaway, or a coworker's fundraiser when your budget was already stretched thin. These small, guilt-driven decisions add up, pulling money away from your savings, debt payments, or that dream vacation you've been eyeing. And it's not just about the dollars and cents. When you don't set boundaries, you're letting others steer your financial ship. That can lead to stress, resentment, and even debt. A 2024 study from Bankrate showed that 1 in 4 Americans who struggle with saying no have taken on credit card debt to cover expenses they felt pressured into. That's a vicious cycle. Saying yes to others means saying no to your own financial freedom. Why boundaries are your financial superpower. So, why are boundaries such a big deal? Think of them as guardrails for your money. They protect you from financial detours and keep you on the path to your goals. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting people out, it's about prioritizing your financial health so you can live the life you want without stress or regret. Here's why boundaries are a financial superpower. They protect your goals. Whether you're saving for a house, paying off student loans, or building an emergency fund, every dollar counts. Saying no to expenses that don't align with your priorities, like that pricey concert ticket or yet another wedding gift, means more money stays in your pocket for what matters most. They break the guilt cycle. A lot of us say yes because we feel guilty or worry about disappointing others. But boundaries give you permission to put yourself first without feeling like the bad guy. When you're clear about your limits, you can say no confidently and still maintain your relationships. They stop enabling financial dependency. If you're constantly bailing out a friend who overspends or covering for a family member who forgets to pay their share, you're not just hurting your wallet, you're enabling their bad habits. Boundaries encourage others to take responsibility for their own finances, which is better for everyone in the long run. They reduce financial stress. When you're not overextending yourself to please others, you're less likely to end up in debt or scrambling to cover bills. A 2024 Nerd Wallet report found that 35% of people who lent money to loved ones regretted it because it strained their own finances. Boundaries help you avoid that stress and keep your financial house in order. Boundaries also build self-respect. When you stand up for your financial priorities, you're telling yourself, and others, that your goals are worth protecting. Over time, this mindset shift can save you thousands and give you the confidence to make smarter money decisions. How to set boundaries without burning bridge. Now, you might be wondering, okay, boundaries sound great, but how do I actually do this without coming off like a jerk? That's a valid concern. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you have to be harsh or cut people off. It's about being clear, kind, and consistent. Here are 5 practical strategies to set boundaries that protect your wallet while keeping your relationships intact. Be honest but tactful. If someone asks for a loan, try something like, "I'm really focused on my own financial goals right now, so I can't lend money, but I'd be happy to help you look for other solutions." This shows you care without compromising your budget. Lean on your budget. Your budget is the perfect excuse because it's neutral and relatable. If a friend invites you to an expensive event, say, "My budget's pretty tight this month, so I'll have to pass, but let's grab coffee instead." Most people won't push back when you mention a budget, it's a boundary they can understand. Offer alternatives. Instead of agreeing to something costly, suggest a low-cost or free alternative. For example, if your friends want to hit up a fancy restaurant, Say, I'm not up for a big dinner out, but how about we do a potluck at my place? This keeps the connection alive without draining your bank account. Practice saying no with confidence. Saying no feels awkward at first, but it gets easier with practice. Start with small situations, like declining to chip in for a group gift. Try, I'm not able to contribute this time, but I'll send a card. Keep it short and don't over-explain. You don't owe anyone a lengthy justification. Set clear expectations early. If you're in a situation where money might come up, like planning a group trip, be upfront about your limits. For example, I'm excited about the trip, but I can only spend $200, so let's plan something that works for everyone. Setting expectations early prevents awkwardness later. The key to making boundaries work is consistency. If you say no once but cave the next time, people will keep pushing. Stay firm, and over time, they'll respect your limits. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger your boundary setting skills get. Real life savings from setting boundaries. Let's talk about the payoff. Setting boundaries can save you serious money, sometimes more than you'd expect. Take Emily, a 28-year-old graphic designer who used to cover her roommate's share of utilities whenever they were short. After setting a boundary, I can only pay my half from now on, she saved $1,800 over a year, enough to start an emergency fund. Then there's Carlos, a 35-year-old dad who always split group dinner bills evenly, even when his order was the cheapest. By suggesting separate checks, he cut his dining out costs by 25%, saving $720 annually. Or consider Jenna, who stopped lending money to her cousin after years of unpaid loans. That boundary saved her $3,000 over 2 years, which she put toward paying off her car. These stories show that boundaries don't just save you money, they give you freedom. That extra cash can go toward your goals, whether it's building savings, paying off debt, or finally taking that dream trip. Think about your own life. Where are you saying yes when you should say no? Maybe it's covering someone's share, agreeing to pricey social plans, or lending money you can't afford to lose. Every no you say is money staying in your pocket. Here's the bottom line. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish, it's about taking control of your financial future. By saying no to things that don't serve your goals, you're saying yes to your dreams, your security, and your peace of mind. Start small, practice being clear and kind, and watch how those boundaries add up to big savings. So, what's one boundary you're going to set this week to protect your wallet? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to hear your plan. If this video helped you see boundaries in a new light, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on keeping your money where it belongs, with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.